All right.
Run down the rifle.
Yeah. So we got active shooter situation. This motherfucker's dropping what? Dropping what clips? Oh, nigga. We got active shooter out here. He said the other day that was his joint. Got legal carry on it. So we got active shooter out here. Man, I just couldn't let this last night be with the bed, all peaceful. Shit, not anymore. All right. Yeah. I thought this might have been the last time I was taking this vest off. Hey, Jake just asked if everything is cool. Just tell. I don't know if you're on stream, Jake. Yeah, everything's cool right now.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
Uh-oh.
I see you. Wave again if you're friendly.
Friendly!
Thank you.
Friendly, that's us.
Yeah.
That's us.
Go back in your home. We
Don't-
have an active shooter.
Don't fucking shoot us. We're definitely friendly to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I done had too many situations out here with all kinds of guns and everything. Man, damn it, every time we think we gonna get some sleep out here. Whew.
TK, come here.
All right, so let's see what happens here. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's TK.
I'm just trying to make sure everybody else is safe, bro. Trying to get everybody else out the way. I know how to dump
Man.
dodge and dip.
I already know.
Feel me?
Who's out here shooting tonight, man?
I don't know, bro. I think it's some kids, bro. Some 16-year-old kids.
This
man.
is
Looking
kids
at the
out
fight.
here shooting, huh?
Think
God
so.
damn, man. Of all the places to come shoot, we just chilling. All right, so
I don't know. That's my.
here's the report right now. So this is Cal Anderson Park. It's 1:30 a.m. Seattle time. So it's definitely an active shooter out here. We really wanted to wait and kind of, see what was happening or whatever. But yeah, no, it's TK over there, right over there. But yeah, definitely some kind of situation. We've seen a few people, with their straps, with their guns, run down here to the field area and everything else. Man, not a lot of recap except for, they started shooting over there on 11th and Olive, which is right down there where you see that motorcycle. The sign right there don't have a suspect on the shooter, motive on the shooter. Some people were saying that it was, some people are, I've got too many different kind of things to say that I don't even want to go too deep into it. But basically, you know what I'm saying, what we're hearing is shootings over there on 11th and Union, and that's 11th and Olive, and that's the Hugo House building just over there. We saw a few people go down with from like protesters or security go over there with their with the gun. Man, blessings to you. Get home safe. God bless you, huh? Yeah, man. So basically we're looking northbound on 11th Avenue right now. Going northbound on 11th Avenue. We haven't heard any injuries yet. You know what I'm saying? And let's hope that it stays that way. Let's hope that it stays that way. So the women's march was basically around the same time that the women's march. They walked down to the East Precinct or to the West Precinct downtown Seattle every day, and they came back onto the playfield onto Cal Anderson. They came back on to Cal Anderson, and about the same time they came on to Cal Anderson, about 15, 17 minutes ago, is when gunfire erupted 1 block to our north We're on Pine right now. 1 block to the north is Olive Street. That's kind of right down there. Let's see if I get the end of the block. That's Olive right there where you see that sign. So that's just 1 block down there is where, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to guess on calibers or things like that, but this is where people said it sounded like a 9mm. I can't confirm it myself, but this we got several reports.
Who's the guy in the corner?
No, Brad's cool. He was there's some other. Who's bust out? Huh? So let me zoom this out some. My fault. 1 second. So, you know, not the first time, you know what I'm saying, that we've heard gunfire out here. Hold on 1 second. Near 18th and Jackson, police blocking Jackson. Heard sound like 3 jog. Damn. Fam's on Jackson.
I see you. You coming down? Don't watch it.
Whoa.
Watch out for the wire.
Nah, man, tell him not to crash that.
Yeah, don't crash.
No, that's
Our drone. That's us. It's coming down to talk to us.
trying to get y'all some information, see what's going on. So we've got.
Yeah, are you walking north?
Right now, you're walking west. That way is west.
We're gonna walk west, and then we're gonna loop around.
Okay, that's west. Yeah. So it's a lot of people on the street right now that are out here. You hear anything, TD? TD? You hear anything? Sorry about that. No, that's ours. Trying to get a visual, an aerial visual of what's going on. So he put the drone in the air.
Yeah, I'm talking about the flashlight on the roof.
Yeah, that's the operator.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's Bobby Stills. You know, he's certified. I don't know. This guy does everything. Certified drone pilot, chef, bartender, good friends. You know, but we put the drone in the air so we could get an aerial, like, see what's going on. So, whew. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it's definitely some shots fired out here. By the looks of things, at this point, you know. I mean, shit, it's dark over there in the park, though, to be honest with you. And, you know, I mean, once you go 1 block north, I mean, Cal Anderson illuminates, the playfield illuminates the whole area, but then right past Cal Anderson to the north part of the park is dark. But, you know, right now, just kind of assuming or hoping that there's not any injury or anything up there, but kind of this long after gunshots, if you don't, this long after gunshots, if you don't, you know, you're a victim, see a victim, or anything like that, then, you know, ideally the shots might have, I mean, hopefully it didn't hit anybody. There's a few different guns though. It was a 20 something. It was a small caliber. I'm not good at calibers and all that. I don't really be around guns like that or shootings like that. But it was a small caliber earlier in the day. And so basically the issue is a lot of people don't want to go in the north direction towards Olive. What?
If they really happened, I'm sad I didn't hear them.
Hey, yo, I need my phone and my Xbox. I need my phone and my Xbox.
Who has your phone and your Xbox, bro?
Either my phone or my Xbox get recovered, or that's just blown up.
Who has your phone or your
Like I
Xbox,
said,
bro?
Either my phone or my Xbox is getting recovered as a group effort.
Uh huh.
Either my phone
Okay.
or my Xbox is getting recovered on a group.
We're gonna take a few steps back from that situation. That sounds more dangerous than a gunfire. He's with the gas canister and saying he's gonna do the most. So basically, so here's the thing: is fireworks have been out here since for a while. To be honest with you, it's fireworks have been out here for a while. For the last 2 weeks. And if you follow my Twitter, a lot of times it even be the middle of the night sometimes, and you'll hear me say something like fireworks. It's just one thing, because for a lot of people that live in the neighborhood. I just put the tweet out so they'll know whether it was fireworks or whether they'll know, it was something else. And so we've been hearing a lot of fireworks up here, for a good amount of time. And so people do know the difference. Maybe not the everyday person, but I mean, you could tell with the succession of shots, you know what I'm saying? And so the fireworks, I mean, it might be a loud bang or something like that. But, a gunfire, especially if it's more than one shot, and it's multiple shots, and you're talking about 5 shots, 7 shots, or whatever, it's in rapid succession. Whew. Damn, can't just have something normal out here. Anyways, let me set the scene. So we're sitting right here on 11th and Pine. Right there is looking east towards the East Precinct, and down here is looking north. We're looking north on 11th, and the next block down is Olive. And so basically all the reports of gunfire came from between 12th and 11th and Olive, and then over into the park, when the untented area and over there. At this point, we can't confirm, nor have we heard of any injuries or anything else, but we do know that there was a shooter, at least one, out here. There was some Bobby Stills had actually moved us earlier when we were shooting, recording, so I don't confuse people. When we were recording with the interview with David Lewis, when, if you guys remember, at the beginning of the interview, we were standing over at the stationary, and then Bobby Stills was like, yo, move, move, move. And he didn't explain it until after we were done with the stream, that he was like, yo, man, these guys, there was some shots over there. And that's what he said was like a small caliber gun. But because it happened after, he told me once the stream was off and everything else, I wasn't going to come back on stream and be like, oh, by the way, an hour and a half ago, yada, yada, yada. But since we're back on stream right now, while we were, it came to my attention afterwards, but while we were interviewing David Lewis, there was some gunshots over to the other side of us, and that's why you saw in the first part of that interview, I was recording with David, and then we walked to another part of the field, and that was actually Bobby and them moving us over from where apparently some other people had fired some guns. This is westbound right here on Pine. Again, at this point, we're not getting really any, we're not hearing of any injuries. We haven't heard of any additional gunshots fired. And so, considering that the shooter or shooters might still be out here, some of you guys might be asking, like, why don't you ask this person or that person? But to be honest with you, nobody can identify, or they can, or whatever. I mean, it's a safety issue. To be honest with you, is why we don't put the camera in somebody's face talking about, what'd you see, this and that. I mean, shit, whoever's shooting might be watching the stream, you feel me, or any of these other streams that are out here. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a few people that wanted to kind of jump on here, but you know, we're kind of thinking of their safety as well because, you know, I mean, it's an active situation, you know. Do hear some screaming in the background, but I don't know if that's like.
No, it's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah, no one's hit. Everyone's fine over there. They're just like worried about cars driving through right now, but
This is
it's all good
racked
now.
up. Okay.
I'll see you, man. Yep. I'll give you another hug.
So-
Take care, bud.
Thank you.
What I can say is at the moment and now people are starting to walk back in the northbound direction. A few people are actually jogging past in the northbound direction down there. The Hugo House building there on 11th and Olive. Like I said, you know, all the reports that we got is that gunfire right here. And oddly enough, that's just outside of the Chop barricade is Olive Street. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just outside. But either way, gunshots, multiple gunshots fired in between 11th and 12th on Olive Street.
You guys good?
Yeah, no, we're fine. And so, and also, what everybody is kind of also reporting back is that, you know, they're saying there's no injuries that's out here. Clearly rattled some people. The women that just got back from their march and they were on the Cal Anderson playfield when the shooting, when the firearms were discharged. We don't have anything that will lead us to believe that anybody was hit at this time. But like I said, when we were filming earlier, when we were filming the interview with David Lewis, in the early part of that interview, Bobby had actually moved us across the field because he said that there was some gunfire over there as well. So right now, you know what I'm saying, no need to prolong everybody. We're just giving you what we were seeing, but you know, I mean, we're definitely confirming 100% that, you know what I'm saying, that there was gunfire here at very close to, right across the street from Cal Anderson Park. Looks like in between 11th and 12th on Olive Street. Situation changes here, we'll let you know. Peace. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty shitty. Oh. Yeah, I got the vest on.
Stay right here.
Okay.
Stay right here. Oh.
Hold on.
Huh?
We got people shot. Oh shit.
All right. Come down. Hurry up. Come on. You can make it down. Come down to the alley. Come down to the alley. Come down to the alley, mate. I can't.
He's not leaving this fucking block. Dude.
Okay, man. And listen, I can't be the only one calm. Don't nobody need to yell. I mean, goddamn. All right. Okay, but man.
I don't want you going to the corner.
All right. You don't have to call me sir. But
so let's go this way.
I'm just saying, Bobby, I hear you. I know you guys always got my safety in mind. Yes, I'm listening. I can't be the only calm person out here, guys. Okay, I'm over here. Oh, man, listen, I'm okay. For real. All right. Okay. All right, man. Can somebody watch in our house? Well, I'm up against the wall. This is a mass casualty event. Okay. You're grabbing me.
Get up against the wall.
What the fuck you want me to do?
That's what I said. Look, we're fine. Look, stay up against the wall.
Okay.
Put your back against
My
the
back's
wall.
against the wall.
That's what I said. Listen, right there. Right here. Oh.
Shit. Yes. Man, I'm getting too many directions, man. Who the fuck is that?
Got it. Across the street.
Okay. Man, I'm not being stupid. Stop me. I can't be the only calm one, bro. I can't.
Go up against the wall right here.
Okay, but I can't be the only calm person out here, bro.
So come over here against
Shit.
the wall. Come over here. You gotta move some
Who's
shoes.
that? There's a car coming.
Listen, it doesn't matter. Stay right here. Just get up against
All
the
right.
wall. Okay? Now look against the wall. Put your back up against the
My
wall.
back's against the wall, but I can't be the only calm person out here, man.
Look, it's fine. Okay. Now let's move.
Yeah, I'm
shoes
good.
up. Now let's move up against the wall.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just.
You gotta listen to me, man.
You guys, if you would just stop for a second.
You didn't listen to me, man. I
Man.
told you to get up against the wall. I asked you. I
Bobby,
told you
please
numerous
stop.
times. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Stay up against the wall.
Okay, but I'm just can't be the only calm person. You guys
I am
doing all this
calm.
screaming. I mean, goddamn, we are in this together, huh?
Yeah.
So let's
You
just
have to
stay.
listen.
Yeah, well, you gotta stay calm.
I am calm.
You're not,
I've been calm the entire time.
bro. I would say, considering, fine, I agree with you, Bobby. You've been calm, but man,
I asked you not to leave the block.
this is the nature of. I mean,
I get it, but we need you alive too, no matter what.
well, now, I'm not in no fucking hurry to die,
I mean,
but I'm just saying that
I need some water. You need some water?
yeah, I'll take some water. You got any tea?
I can get some going for you. Huh?
Well, yeah, some tea would be good.
Hey, you stop the I'm gonna get that tea in a second.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I'm just more concerned about people being in our space.
I'm with that too.
But, you know, I mean, we're keeping them safe.
Yeah.
So, damn. Whew. Yeah, I mean, it got funky. And it's on a few different streams. So if anybody saw any streams earlier and they cut, I'm okay. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's pretty funky out here, huh? Well, if they were looking for a mass casualty event, this has definitely got the potential of it. That's your guy. I mean, not your guy, but
Our guy.
yeah, that's him right there. Hold on, we got somebody coming across. Whew. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm all right. Man.
Watch that block up there. I mean, that's where.
Yeah, it's pretty funky up there right now.
Cars up there, so.
Well,
Go that way.
it's some gunmen up there too. You ain't hear all of that? They just unloaded. They just unloaded on the corner. So we all got bulletproof vests and we're hanging out down here. So that might tell you something. God damn. So what has occurred? They're calling medic and some of everything else. Someone's crying for help up there.
I hear it. Jake, I will, but we just trying to fucking figure out when somebody's calling for help.
Hey, listen, man. How come when it gets funky, I'm only the calm one? You calm too, Jake. Bobby and Eric be getting irate.
I mean, yeah, I can't get down like that. It's the elevator on my street.
Man, well, you know the thing is when it's really going down, if nobody is calm, somebody got to remain calm. You get what I'm saying? So up here right now, there's a lot of heat on the street. They're looking for a medic down here. All right. Trying to get probably somebody to a hospital over here. There's a lot of guns on the street right now. There's fire. There's fire and ambulance. Fire and ambulance is leaving the station right there. Let's see if fire and ambulance, medics, any medics that are out there, fire and ambulance has gone westbound out of. It looks like we got injury. Well, they're looking to open a gate. They're trying to open a gate to get somebody up out of here. Ah, shit. It's all kinds of heat in here right now. Woo. We see like tissue with blood coming out. It's again all kinds of guns out. There's medic 1, so medic 1 is still turning the corner up there. Medic 1 has just turned the corner. We don't see any sirens, any lights. No sirens, no lights on that medic 1. That car just left.
Don't give a fuck about us.
It had it appeared to have somebody possibly injured in there. You saw some tissue hanging out the window with blood there. They're trying to open up a gate. They're trying to open up a gate. Huh? Okay. See, I'm gonna listen to you, Jake, because you're always calm.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that no matter what.
No, we're over here. We're away from it. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to assess the situation right now, we've definitely got some casualties. This car can't get out.
This car is stuck.
The car is stuck inside. They've got somebody injured in there. We saw medic 1. This medic 1 is 1 block away. They're locked in by barricades. They're locked in. It's all cement barricades down there. That car can't get out. They're locked in over there. So okay, they've taken the sidewalk out. Okay, so apparently this car might be on the way to Harborview Medical Center. Anybody give a heads up right there? You most likely got a gunshot wound coming into Harborview Medical Center. If there's anybody on the stream, let them know. Harborview Medical Center, it's a gunshot wound. Medic 1 was right there. Medic 1 station is 1 block away.
What is he doing?
Where you see the light. Where you see the light right there, that's where Medic 1 is at. Has Medic 1 come around, Derek?
No.
Medic 1 pulled out a few minutes ago.
No one showed up.
There's 2 ambulances. Medic 1 pulled out.
We're already getting the victim to the hospital.
Okay, like I said, there's one victim on the way. If for people who are on there for Harborview, be on the way for 1 gunshot wound at least.
One is in the second SUV.
There's a second vehicle on its way up to Harborview Medical Center with a gunshot. Do you have any where the wounds might be? They're listening right now.
I do not know.
Okay, so it's So there's one with a gunshot wound with somebody saying to the head. Yeah. We don't know where the second wound might be. If you're listening at Harborview Medical Center, there's 1 car that's inbound right now that has a gunshot wound. There's another car that hasn't left the premises yet.
I was on the scene.
Okay.
I was on the scene.
What'd you see?
I got bro's blood on me.
I see you got blood on your arm.
I'm out here saving lives, bro.
Okay.
I'm only 19, bro.
What happened?
I'm out here saving lives, bro.
Okay, so now as we see that it looks like it might be Medic 1 down there. They're trying to clear. Your friend is missing. Okay, there's a fire truck right up there. Again, man, this is a surreal situation because the actual Medic 1 is less than a few hundred feet from right here. This over here. Okay, that's your missing friend. All right, he's not missing no more. So, like I said, you got at least 1 inbound right now with a gunshot wound in the Harborview. There's somebody else that looks like they might still be here on the scene, another with a gunshot wound. There's at least 2 gunshot wounds that are in here right now. One person said that one of the gunshot wounds might have been to the head. I'm going to tell you, I don't know. We got to look at these streams later. I hope they're saved on the page. But you guys could hear, going, where's the other victim? Is he gone? Malcolm, is the other victim gone? Okay, so Harborview, if they have not arrived yet at Harborview, just be on the lookout. You got at least 2 gunshot wounds victims coming into Harborview Medical Center. One is in a white car. I don't know what the other one is. One, no report on the injury or the wound. The other one, it might have been an injury. Somebody saying a wound to the head. Say what? So now the police are saying what we're hearing right here is that if there's any guns, we'll put the guns down. Huh?
They're not. There are security.
That's the
Yeah, those are the bounty hunters.
That's the bounty hunter. Okay. So that's the private security that Cartender, I guess, organized over there, who's on the scene, and they're blocking the street on that side, and I guess walking down the street what I can tell you right now is from what we witnessed and what we heard, and it was crazy.
They're on our team.
Press!
Who's that right there, please? Hang on.
Press! Oh, whoa.
That's ours.
Press! Press! I think they got all the victims out. We got the private security over here now, and shit, they got their guns too. Press. All right, so we got it right now. I mean, multiple gunshots where we can confirm, Converge can confirm, although it wasn't on camera. The colleague was there. Why are the medics coming from down there? The firehouse was just right there. They're going up out the firehouse. I mean, we saw Medic 1 leave that firehouse there 5 minutes ago. But I don't know, you know. But all I can say is that there was gunshots earlier on the field, which was reported earlier on the field. Now, it looks like the private security is falling back. And they're fast-paced. Why are they moving back so fast?
They said they're moving back because SPD is showing up and they don't want to be in cross.
They don't want to be in a crossfire. Well, shit, I don't want to be in a crossfire either. So, but what I will tell you is this: is that there was a shooting or exchange, discharge of gunfire earlier, right? And apparently, it looks like I got a report that somebody got hit and actually went to Dix on Broadway to seek medical attention. We can't confirm that, but that's just what people have told us. Anyways, one of our security was out there on the field at on the field, and we saw what he saw was a vehicle driving erratically across Cal Anderson and then into the park, and then that's when he came in, and then the vehicle busted a right, came over here to this corner and unloaded, and we just heard shot after shot after shot after shot. We were right over there in our production studio, which is just one block from the East Precinct. Upon coming up here on the top of the block, what we've come to find is that there's at least 2 shooting victims. Assuming that both, I'm sure these guys have taken them to Harborview. They're in private vehicles. We see a response right now from SPD arriving on the scene. Medic 1, Medic 1 is actually right there where that white barricade is. That's Firehouse 25. We've heard from SFD and SPD before as far as response into what they consider a violent situation. Now, then what happened? So the gunshot victims transported to the hospital. 2 separate cars, about 5 minutes apart. They at one point they couldn't get out because everything is barricaded in. Took the sidewalk out, and headed over to what we assume is Harborview Medical Center. From Harborview, and we've tried to use the stream here to be able to communicate that the gunshot wound victims were on their way to Harborview, and that's why you heard me saying Harborview. If anybody could let them know, and so. Our reporting right now is that one of the victims very well might have an injury to the head. I don't have any information.
What's that?
I don't have any information on the second. Yep, no, you're okay. I don't have any information on the second victim, but I mean right now we're saying that there's at least 2 victims right now of this incident. There very well might have been another victim. We got a report via Twitter that there was a victim who was shot previously about an hour ago, and then that victim went to Dick's on Broadway and seeked medical attention. I can't confirm that. It was just through a tweet, but I can't confirm it. Then down here on this street, this is actually the private security. You guys might have seen us a few weeks ago at Cartender, where they had the private security guards down there. Those guys they're definitely not security guards. Them guys are some kind of professionals, but they're not SPD. Now we saw SPD. We saw Medic 1 pull out. Medic 1 is right there. It's literally 1 block on the other side of the chop. So it's just 1 block up right there is actually what that sign is. To the left, it's where Firehouse 25 is at. We saw Medic 1 depart, and we saw Medic 1 depart. No sirens, no lights. They pulled out about, I'd say, almost close to 10 minutes now, and then it looked like they maybe might have went to a rally point, because it looks like they Medic 1 pulled out, then they went south, and then Medic 1 was coming back north on 12th Avenue, and now they're not visible. It's no sirens or lights. Also SPD, we saw multiple cars that were going in a northeasterly direction on Madison Street. For people that know that Seattle Madison runs, northeast to southwest. They were going in a northeasterly direction across Madison Street. We haven't seen any police presence over here that's at least visible in any direction that we look. We're even well beyond the chop, as you can see. We can see almost down to Seattle U right here, 6-7 blocks down or further. We can see all the lights. The street is clear there. The street is clear here on Pine. We don't see anything here on 12th. We can see all the way down to John Street. And then if we look to the westbound, we can see all to Broadway and beyond right there. So from the north, the south, the east, and the west, everything is quiet right here. There's no fire or emergency. There's no police on the scene. We're saying right now that there's at least 2 gunshot victims. One of the victims, people here on the scene are reporting that it very well could be a wound to the head. There's no information on the second victim. I know a lot of people who are on this stream previously, and tragically, when Lorenzo Anderson had got shot and the other two shootings, you guys, some people were monitoring communications over there at Harborview and pushing information, and that's why we wanted to be able, for you guys who are on the stream, to be able to use any resource you have to alert the hospital. So thank you for anybody that let them know that these gunshot wound victims were on the way over there. I don't know if you might have any kind of update as well as what Harborview is reporting that they have received over there. And in terms of that, it's been it has been it's just been an incredible night, you know what I'm saying, up here. I mean, a tragically incredible night. We witnessed some shooting earlier. We witnessed some shooting earlier, a discharge earlier on the play field at Cal Anderson, and at the time we reported no injuries of that shooting. We still cannot confirm from the first shooting, which I'm talking about is about an hour ago. We titled it as a discharge, multiple shots, because we cannot confirm that someone was shot from the first shooting. But like I said, we got quite a few reports off of Twitter that and a few other and some text messages that one person was hit earlier. I'm gonna turn the camera. You good? That one person, this is an hour ago, and the first one looks like might be shooting. What we got reports that one person there was hit and made their way to Dix on Broadway. We can't confirm that right now. We can't confirm that right now, huh? But now just what occurred, and yeah, it was funky. You know what I'm saying? 100% is that. The vehicle drove across the park, drove across the playfield, then drove into the camped area, and it came up, and you could just hear the shots. And I mean, some of it is probably caught on a previous stream.
I'm sorry, I ran out of bullets. I was like, I know that dude. That nigga.
Where's the driver of this? Oh my God. Holy smokes. And the driver of this car, we've got.
Give me on this bitch, bro. There's Zay Honcho, man. Out here saving lives. Zay Honcho. Zayhunchoo. Rest in peace, my brother that came through.
Rest in peace.
He had to, but he got clapped, and we brought him to the hospital. But whatever happened, happened, bro. But we out here to save lives and do shit for the people. And this is what happens, bro. So no violence is coming.
So whose
through
car
our
is
timing
this, though?
zone.
This is your people's car?
This is a stolen vehicle.
But this
Came
is
through
your
the
people's car?
autonomous zones,
Uh-huh.
spun through, and we.
Who was driving it?
Some active shooters. Active shooters came through in a stolen vehicle. They spun around the field a few times, and then they tried to come through our barrier, through our main entrance, bro. And our people are having it. We already had the right tire out, and they fucking put on or drew down and took him off the car, and we gave him service. Lucky that they got that, bro. They can. We at least want to save his life, man. You know.
We see blood in the vehicle.
Yeah, so you see, they already hit in the vehicle, bro.
Keys are still in the dash. Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, it's all biohazard. So he tried to drive through the barricade?
Yeah.
Tried to.
Yes, sir.
Failed. Yeah, this is from that Jeep. I swear, I watched that shit happen, yeah.
Good God.
Let's try to go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Help each other and cry. I don't have a lighter. Somebody took my lighter earlier.
Goodness gracious. So they tried to come through the barricade. Clearly they were met with force, and then what, guys tried to give them life-saving measures?
Yes.
I don't see any bullet holes.
There's hella bullet holes. Look at this. There's two in the front. There's one right here.
There's two.
You don't see no bullet holes. No. I'm not trying to be funny, but shit, there goes. That's right there, and I don't know the circumstance. Well, we're trying to learn the circumstances around this, but oh my goodness. Well, damn, this wasn't really how we was trying to see tonight. And I mean, we talked about earlier, for people to watch this stream, we talked about, man, everything trying to wind down peacefully. But
I was on my way. At the end of the day, he was still transported out of here in a fucking vehicle.
So I just want to hear this. This guy came through here, broke through the barricade, and the defense people here stopped this person.
That's what I'm under the understanding.
Yes.
Okay, it was two people.
Yeah, two people in the car.
Two people in the car, and it looks like both of them were hit, and both of these people were hit by defense. Okay, so they didn't. Okay. Were they armed as well?
They supposedly were going around doing shots.
Yeah, they were the drive-bys.
Yeah, they were doing
The drive-by shooters.
Yeah.
So there's the drive-by, in this car.
Aftermath.
So this is the aftermath. So just trying to piece it together here. You know what I'm saying? So these were the guys that were. This vehicle is what's being alleged. Let me say that was doing the drive-by shooting. This vehicle then tried to crash through the barricade here, and they were met with force.
Yep. Exactly.
And once they were met with force, people here pulled them out of the vehicle and transported them to the hospital.
With life-saving effort.
With a life-saving effort over here, huh? I mean, I don't, man. It sounded like some big cannons going on. I don't even want to ask what kind of shit you guys got, but I mean, we're right around the corner. But it sounded like these shots were like 10 feet away. It was just a boom, 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 boom. Damn. Jesus Christ.
Security did that shit, yeah?
Well, this security here is serious. I don't, huh? Ex-security here is ex-military. Well, goodness gracious.
Good. The bitches were bleeding. Good.
Oh, God. This is horrible. I mean, this is just horrible, man. I don't see a lot in the last 1 month out here. Between the protests, between the tear gas, flashbangs, rubber bullets, shootings, even now, you know what I'm saying, all in our vests, everything else, man. This has been, it's been a lot. You know what I'm saying? What people are confirming here on the ground is that what we keep hearing them say is that this vehicle right here was driving around the neighborhood and did a drive-by shooting, and then came through and crashed through the barricade. That would be the southern barricade, the one that borders Pike Street. When the vehicle came through and crashed through the barricade, the vehicle was met by force by the security. So yeah, so
One's at the hospital.
one's gone, huh?
One's gone. One's at the hospital. Rest at the hospital.
Wait, one's going right there.
So yeah. So we can't confirm. Maybe somebody up at Harborview can confirm, but we can't confirm. But what we're hearing here is that there's one that's passed away. You know, I know that that you guys might be able to confirm. People who are checking the scanners and everything else, you guys might be able to confirm, but we cannot confirm. But what we can say is that what we're hearing is that at least one of the victims has passed away. The other one very well might be receiving life-saving measures at Harborview Medical Center, which is probably less than a mile from here, just off of Bourne Street. I don't have any information at the moment as to the victims here, any description or anything like that. Clearly, we'll get to that. But I mean, considering that the people aren't on the foot loose, and people know clearly where the people who were once in this car are at, then the identification of them at the moment isn't the most paramount, but it is the overall safety in the situation here. Man, this has been a lot covering this, and excuse me. I said, well,
best way to put it, I can't really step by step.
Yeah, it's definitely active crimes.
They're right there.
Where?
They pulled up into the parking lot. They're just chilling there.
That?
They just chilling because they scared. They think they gonna get hit.
Damn.
What? You're nauseous? I'm in the
So we're gonna move back down this way for a second. Whew. Let me just come over here and breathe for a second. Sorry guys, I'm sure a lot of people have just got forwarded this stream, and so you might not know the history of it, man. We've been covering these protests like really deep in it since May 29th. And I'll just be honest with you, man, it's been a lot up here. It's been a lot, and it's been real up here in Seattle. This is the East Precinct, by the way. Whew. This is they're saying that the Jeep was stolen They're saying it was a stolen Jeep, and the Jeep broke through the barricade. And they had spotted the Jeep earlier. That was the Jeep that I told you that one of our security members saw a Jeep barreling across the play field and then onward over into the park. And then from there, thinking that the Jeep must have went maybe north on Olive and then went south on 13th and then went west on Pike and then back over there to try to barrel through the barricade. And then what we're understanding is as the vehicle came through the barricade, they had identified this vehicle as the one that was shooting earlier, and when that vehicle came through the barricade, then it was met with force. Whew. Wow. Man, I'm gonna take a second, y'all. But where's Bobby at? Bobby! No, it's fine. It's wow. Man. So we're gonna sit back here for a minute and give this situation some space. Yeah, there was a shooting earlier. We're gonna come down here. Yeah, we're all right. We're gonna come down here. I'll be honest with you that at this point, man, there's no additional news, and I'll just be hopeful and prayerful that for the rest of the night that there's nothing new. I'll just update you here, and I'm gonna get off this, man. I mean, basically, there's a few streams because we was on a few phones when the gunshot started, so that's when that occurred. But our understanding and what our security guy said is that he saw a vehicle that was driving across the play field at Cal Anderson and then into the grass. The car went into the grass, and then some of the guys here were saying that was the same car that was shooting out of that car. That car, which is a white Jeep Cherokee, then went and crashed into the barricade and was met with deadly force. And our understanding is, can't confirm it, maybe somebody on the stream can, but our understanding is that one of the people is deceased and the other one is at Harborview Medical Center. Man, it's been a challenging 1 month out here, man. You know, I mean, I've from all sides of it, you know. From back before, you know, this Chop Chaz was created, when we was covering this story, when the barricade was still here, it was tough, you know. And after the police abandoned the East Precinct, which is here to the left, man, and only if you guys saw the stuff that don't always make the stream, you know. So, there's nothing new here beyond what I've reported.